Years and years. That's Shine on BBC Radio Lincolnshire. 10 to 11. Get Lincolnshire's weather forecast. Rain. I've done it. Coming up in just a moment.
BBC Radio Lincolnshire Travel.
You will find traffic at the moment is looking busy on the A17 at the Holdingham roundabout. At Lessingham, there are temporary traffic lights, which is causing delays just north of the Holdingham roundabout, in fact, and that's looking very busy on our traffic sensors. You will find around Lincoln the roadworks continue on the High Street at Tentercroft Street, so that's fairly busy at the moment. It's doing okay, though, through in Newark, and not too much to worry about around Skegness or Boston town centres. You will find roadworks, though, continue as you head around the county. Quite a few roadworks to watch out for, including work taking place on Nottingham Road through Ab Kettleby. That may slow you down, as well as some off-peak work on Newark Road around the Highcombe Road junction. I'm Jamie Sercombe. Your next update is in half an hour.
Help keep Lincolnshire moving.
Call 01522 875 166.
BBC Radio Lincolnshire.
The Hunt on BBC One.
Before it pounces, a leopard must get within 4 metres of its target undetected. A polar bear can smell a seal from 1 kilometre away. And to hunt for food, an octopus slithers out of the sea and walks on land. Hunter or hunted, only the smartest will survive.
Join David Attenborough for The Hunt, Sunday night at 9 on BBC One.
BBC Radio Lincolnshire. Here's Lincolnshire's weather forecast now with Owen Wynne-Davis. Owen Wynne-Evans, I should say.
Hello there. A very unsettled feel to the weather this morning as a weather front slowly makes its way across to eastern and northeastern parts. It's a slow-moving feature, so we are expecting heavy and persistent spells of rain throughout the day, which could lead to tricky driving conditions. Low cloud, mist and fog on high ground, so another grey and murky day with top temperatures reaching around 13 or 14 Celsius with light winds. Now, the weather front will clear tonight and turning largely dry. We could see some clear spells, although for most it'll remain quite cloudy and murky. Temperatures down to about 9 Celsius tonight. Another weather front makes its way across from the west tomorrow, although a dry start for most, I think. Tomorrow's temperatures fairly similar to today. On Friday, we're expecting spells of heavy rain from the south, but as high pressure builds for the weekend, things are looking a little more settled. Some drizzle on Saturday perhaps, but Sunday's looking better, drier weather, and hopefully brighter as well. That's the forecast.
So looking a little bit better for spooky Saturday. 7 minutes to 11, BBC Radio Lincolnshire. We were talking about scams and these latest stats from RBS, talking about bank scams a few minutes ago. Poor old Tony in Hackington, though, you couldn't listen to the interview about scams very much, could you, Tony?
No, I couldn't. I was being scammed.
Yes. You were being scammed at the time we were talking about scams?
On the telephone. I came in and I listened to you talking to the lady about the very thing that was happening to me, yes.
What was happening then?
Well, the telephone rang and somebody was telling me I had taken a loan out. Now, I don't take loans out. I never take loans out, but I did take one out apparently in 2004. I paid it back in 2008. He told me how much the loan was for, and they would send me all the details, but don't be negative, be positive. How old are you, by the way? 77. Oh, no, you're not. You're 74. No, I'm 77. No, you can't be 77. You must be 74. When were you born? 1938. No, you were born in 1941. They were coaching me on what to say. And when our advisor gets in touch with you, you must not be negative. Get a pen and paper and write this down. Write everything down and I'll ask you. Now tell me, when were you born? No, 1941. They were telling me, coaching me what to say. Barclays Bank would be in touch. And when they said, put the phone down and we'll ring you, I said, put the phone down. I said to my wife, on no account, answer the phone. So as I got into the kitchen, you were talking to the lady, and I rang up Andy.
Oh my goodness.
Great,
do you know, that bit where you said they were getting your name wrong, the age wrong, and yes. I was thinking, what's the point of that? That's not scamming it. But of course, what you're doing then, when they insist that you are not the age you are,
yes.
You are telling them that they want to hear from you what your birth date is, don't they? That's what they're doing.
And also, William, I didn't know this, but apparently the limit is 75. So that's why they want you to be below 75.
No, but I wonder whether they're going. Well, what age did they say? You're 70 what?
I'm 77 now.
And they said you're what?
They wanted me to be 74.
Yes, but isn't that a way of getting you to say how old you are and what your birth date is? Because if you get no, you can't be. You're 74. It says here, and if you go no, I'm 77. Eventually, you want to prove it and say I was born on this date, and then they've got your birth date as well.
If I fill a form in like that or answer questions like that, aren't I committing an offence?
Are you committing an offence?
Yes, I must be if I'm saying I'm 74 when I'm not. I'm 77.
No, I think it sounds to me like a way of insisting you're a different age, of a way of getting you to tell them how old you are and probably giving your birthday. And then next time somebody phones you up, they will have your birthday.
Exactly.
It's sort of sneaky, so sneaky.
Well,
isn't it?
as I was saying to Andy, and Andy was saying to me, there are lots of. I'm 77, and I think I've got all my faculties. There are lots of people younger than me